We're joined here with Mohammad Akbar, and Mohammad, of course, suffering a defeat at the hands of Jim Duggan at the AWE Night of the Legends pay-per-view. And Mohammad, after the match, you had some issues with the officiating in the match and some other things. Just take us through what happened in the match and maybe afterwards as well.
What happened in the match? Chris Ramswell, for the millions out there at home who happen to see what happened, I think is pretty clear. Hacksaw Jim Duggan started the match by punching me in the face. He started pulling my hair, acting like a Neanderthal, like some kind of barbarian. He is, without a shadow of a doubt, not a legitimate competitor. But it doesn't matter, Chris Graham, about, as you say, suffering the hands of defeat. That's irrelevant. My mission from day one, as I said, was that AWE was my platform to spread my agenda, to spread my message. And that's exactly what I did. And I did it in Virginia, in front of a bunch of hometown redneck fans. I proved that their hero, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, has to resort to unsavory tactics in order to hold this young lion down.
Talk with Mohammad Akbar here, and actually, Mohammad, I'll give you credit, and I don't give you much credit, but I'll give you credit for it. During the match, you controlled long stretches of that match with your ground game and some of your better moves. You had a real good handle on that match until the very end there. Maybe even within the ring, were you able to achieve some of what you wanted to achieve going out there?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like you said, I dominated Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I showed him that I'm no spring chicken, that Mohammad Akbar is somebody to be reckoned with, and that, I'm going to be a thorn in his side for a while. Because, like I said before, AWE is my platform. That pay-per-view was the perfect platform for me to go out and to spread my message, which is exactly what I did, and to also show that there is nobody who can control Hacksaw Jim Duggan quite like Mohammad Akbar. Chris, ever since that pay-per-view, people have been calling me the Lion of Zion. Did you know that, Chris?
I didn't know that, but I do like the name.
Hang on. This is catching on. It's not like you can believe everything you read on the internet. But you can believe that Mohammad Akbar is jacked, he's tan, and he got exactly what he intended to get out at AWE's Night of the Legends.
Now, I know it was a question I asked you during the pay-per-view, and I'll ask it here again. What is your issue with the United States, with Western culture? What is it that you feel like you need to have a platform to talk to American wrestling fans in the way you do?
Look, I don't have a particular problem with individual people. Chris Graham, you're an infidel, okay? But I don't hold it against you. I don't want to hurt you in any kind of way. But what rubs the rest of the world the wrong way is the arrogance with which you Americans go about your business, which happens to screw over everybody else in the world. Hacksaw Jim Duggan is a perfect example of that. He interrupted my promo right when I was about to tell the cameraman to zoom in on my Persian good looks. He ruined that moment. Just like the United States ruins other countries' arrangements and situations by exploiting them for their natural resources. And that's what you have done to my culture, and that's what you continue to do to my culture. So if it takes me putting on a pair of tights and beating up Hacksaw Jim Duggan to get that message out, hey, wake up, pay attention, this might just be a receipt for how you treat everybody else, well, Chris Grant, that's what I did. And that's what I will continue to do.
And I guess choosing professional wrestling, there's fewer things more American than professional wrestling. Big steroided up wrestlers who run around, guys like Hacksaw Jim Duggan with American flags and beating their chest about how great the USA is.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're talking about Hacksaw Jim Duggan won the first Royal Rumble. He's built a career on USA and phony patriotism. So, in a way, it was perfect that the racists in charge at AWE decided to put me with him, automatically assuming just because of my ethnicity that people would want to pay their money to see something like that. Okay, go ahead, exploit Mohammad Akbar, that's fine. But at the same time, Mohammad Akbar playing field is changing. And at the end of the day, Mohammad Akbar will be calling the shots.
Given that this is a platform you're trying to create for yourself, the fact that you were able to wrestle on pay-per-view and have maybe a memorable match with a guy like Hacksaw Jim Duggan, it has to be personally satisfying to you. Your thoughts on that?
Oh, of course. Anytime you get to, have an athletic contest with somebody as highly regarded as somebody like Hacksaw Jim Duggan, of course it means something. But this is bigger than what my emotions or what my how pleased I am with the situation, how it unfolded. Again, you got to stay on message, Chris Graham. You got to look at the point. Do you have goals in your life? Well, I do. And my goal is to spread my message. And this match, this pay-per-view opportunity with Awesome Wrestling Entertainment was one short-term goal that led to my long-term goal of spreading that message. So, in a way, yes, it was a fantastic experience, but more importantly, it achieved the long-term agenda. Therefore, it was a positive experience.
Does your long-term agenda include singles titles, tag team titles? The AWE will be ramping up in 2012. I know we'll be crowning champions in the next year. Do you allow yourself that those individual pursuits, or is it so focused on the message that you don't think in those terms?
Well, here's the thing, Chris Graham, is these titles provide a higher level of a platform on the AWE stage. So, of course, Mohammad Akbar has aspirations of becoming the AWE heavyweight champion. If you're the top guy, then you get the time to speak your mind. And my mind is my message. So that is my long-term goal. So a short-term goal to achieve the long-term goal of spreading that message would be to win the AWE heavyweight championship. Absolutely.
Well, fans, you heard it here first. Mohammad Akbar is setting his sights in 2012 on the AWE World Heavyweight Championship, and we'll be surprised if you're not contending for that. Mohammad, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Chris Graham.